Good morning. In today's devotional, I'm in Proverbs chapter 2, and I'm looking at 14, verse 14, and I'm looking at the evil man, the way of the evil man. It talks about to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man who speaketh froward things, who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice, this is the verse I'm looking at, who rejoice to do evil, and delight in the frowardness of the wicked. And you read about these things and you're thinking, well, rejoice to do evil, delight in the frowardness of the wicked. Frowardness, by the way, is a word about disobedience, petulance, difficult. Just basically saying, you know what, I don't care what you think. I'm going to do what I want to do, even if it goes against what God's word says. That kind of attitude. And you think of that and you're like, these people must be overtly evil. And the truth is, in some cases they're not. In some cases they're decent people from an image standpoint. I'll show you real quick. I don't normally do this on the Proverbs because it's I'm trying to keep it in a short amount of time, but I want to show you real quick John 16:2, because I think it's appropriate to this point that's being made here, that people sometimes think they're doing well when they're doing evil. Here's John 16:2. They shall put you out of the synagogues, yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service. So they actually think they're doing well in some cases. But we're talking about people who will look at things like divorce, who look at things like slander and hatred, and actually they're actually rejoiced to do those things. They're happy. They have divorce parties, even though God says divorce, He hates divorce. They're happy to slander other people, and they watch videos, they watch movies that make them happy. They delight in the thought of other people being disobedient, because they're not thinking about the disobedience. They're thinking about just the enjoyment, that the fun of sin for a season. So they're not always bad people from a visual perspective. Many times they're disobedient, and they just don't care about what God thinks, and then it's just about having their way, having what they want, regardless of what God thinks. And their joy is in fulfilling their own will without regard to the will of God. And many times, because we are inherently evil in our flesh, putting our own will first will make us froward, disobedient, and in God's eyes, to be, for lack of a better term, wicked. So, hope this helps. Love you guys. Have a good day.